Got him out.
Hello and good evening. This is EA Live, broadcasting live from John F. Kennedy High School. We got a great DPL matchup between Denver East Angels and the John F. Kennedy Commanders. This is Dalen Bowen, and I'm here with my friend Ray Pryor. Ray, what is the key going into this game for each team?
I think the Angels just got to continue this streak they've been going. They've been showing themselves why they are the number one team in the state, and they just got to continue playing like they have been tonight.
Number 11, Brian Carey's dribbling down the ball in the opening play of this drive. He's looking for his open man. Dominique Collier passes a cutting Tristan Tremaid. Let me see. Griffin sets back up, pulls up for the shot, and misses it. JFK is dribbling back down the court. Dominique Collier is defending. Number 23 for JFK puts it up, and it's a miss. Tyree Robertson rebounds, passes it out to Brian Carey. He's dribbling down the court. And that's Tristan Tremaid, number 22 for the East Angels, with the point. That's 2-0. It's another shot up by JFK and missed. Griffin dribbles it down. Swings it to Dominique Collier. Back out to Griffin. Drives back out to Brian Carey. Brian Carey pump fakes. Drives, passes it to number 22 to Griffin. Griffin pulls up. Score. That's a three-pointer for number 2. Number 23 for JFK is driving, attempts a shot, and that's another miss. JFK rebounds, sets back up, pulls up for the 3, another miss. JFK rebounds, and that's good.
That was a great entry pass by Alex Coleman.
Brian Carey dishes it to Dominique Collier, pulls up for the 3, and that's good. JFK dribbling down, passes out to number 1, Romello Washington. They pull up for the 3, and that's missed. Dominique Collier goes out for the long rebound, is dribbling down court. Dishes it back out to Brian Carey. Brian Carey passes it to Tyree Robinson, who slams it home. That's a 30-second timeout taken by JFK head coach. How would you say that the Angels are playing thus far?
I think the Angels are doing a good job of setting up their offense quick. They're super athletic, so if they're going to get some open shots and show their athleticism, they're going to take it. Especially with Tyree Robinson's dunk, they've been doing great passing and assisting each other.
Coming out of the timeout, we got JFK, number 1, Romello Washington, dribbling up against Griffin. He cuts and is blocked by Tyree Robinson, who was actually hit on that play. Another miss. Number 34 for the Commanders, Alex Coleman is with the point. Brian Carey's trying to set up the play. The pick from Tristan Tremaid. Dominique Collier pulls up from long range, and it's off. Number 1 for JFK dishes it to number 23. Back to number 1. They're looking for a play, and Angels defense is not permitting. He cuts to the basket, ditches back out to number 32, who's waiting at the 3, and that's an air ball. Griffin all the way down to the waiting Brian Carey with an easy layup.
That was a great job by the Angels. One of the philosophies Coach Carey has is either the 1 guard or the 2 guard sprints down towards the other court on a shot, make or miss, offense or defense. For that, it's for the outlet, for the easy bucket, and oftentimes on defense to get back.
J.J. Griffin with the rebound. Out to Brian Carey at the 3, pulls up, and that one's off. Number 22, Tristan with the rebound, but that's taken away by number 22 for JFK. Brian Carey with the blocking foul. It'll be JFK's ball on the sideline.
The Angels' offense is starting to experiment with a little more with the absence of Ronnie Harrell, one of their premier shooters. Tristan Terrell has stepped in for the starting lineup. So the Angels are seeing a little bit more standard big man and point guards type look for offense instead of going pretty small with a lot of guards on the floor.
Definitely. Well, that pass goes out of bounds from number 23 for JFK, and it'll be East Angels ball going the other way. JJ dribbling it down. Out to Tyree Robinson, who passes it back out to Dominique Collier, back to JJ. Dominique Collier sets the play back up.
We're on a man.
ISO. JJ pulls up, and that's Griffin, and that's an air ball. Number 23 for JFK dribbling it back down the court. He drives, puts up the layup, and that's good. Griffin out to Brian Carey, who pulls up for the wide open 3, and that is good as well.
That's one thing the Commanders will have to work on is transition defense, getting back after a made basket and getting back on defense, setting it up, whether it's zone or man-to-man, and not letting Brian Carey get those open 3s quick in transition.
Number 23 for the JFK Commanders is dribbling it down court against Dominique Collier. He dishes it to number 34, Alex Coleman. Number 1 is cutting to the basket, pulls up a mid-range shot, and that's no good. Number 22 for JFK hustles for the rebound. Pass goes through right through Alex Coleman's hand and into Dominique Collier's, who drives and is fouled on the play.
That was another case where the Commanders couldn't get set up in the middle. One thing that the Commanders will have to do is have their big man, number 34, Alex Coleman, get back on defense and set the presence in the paint before Dominique Collier even has a chance to drive the lane.
First one is up and good from Dominique Collier. Second one is good as well. Number 23 for the JFK Commanders dribbles it down against Dominique Collier. Passes to number 1, Romello Washington. Romello to number 34, who is Alex Coleman waiting at the 3. He drives against number 22, and he's fouled. That'll send him to the line.
You know, even though Alex Coleman was fouled on that play, that was a terrific block by Tyree Robinson, and just another example of how he can just fly through the air and take over the entire paint on the ground and in the air.
Alex Coleman's first shot is up and good. Number 4 for the East Angels, Kedrick Kelly, checks in for the game, as well as number 32 for JFK Commanders, Marcus Lewis.
I think tonight we'll see a lot more depth chart rotation for the Angels since they're missing their primary 3 shooter who starts, Ronnie Harrell.
Alex Coleman takes his second shot, and that one is off. Rebounded by Dominique Collier. And they trap him, and it's their ball the other way. Number 22 for the JFK Commanders is fouled on the play. Number 22 for JFK Angels sets up for his first free throw. That's up and that's off. Second free throw is up, and that one's good. Number 11, Brian Carey, looks for the play. Dribbling down court, passes across to Griffin. Back across court to Brian Carey for Brian Carey's trap, gets out of it. Passes it out to Kedrick Kelly, who drives, mid-range floater. That's off. Tyree Robinson comes flying above all defenders and puts up the post hook, but that's no good. Number 1 for the Commanders is dribbling against Dominique Collier. Looking for the drive, but not being permitted. Long rebound by number 22. Number 32 sets back up for the 3, and that's no good. Griffin the other way. An acrobatic drive, but fouled on the play.
It's your basketball. We'll get it.
That was a foul on number 23 for JFK Commanders. Number 2, Griffin for the East Angels, sets up for his first free throw. That one's up and good. Second one is up and good as well. Number 23 wasn't expecting that pass, but recovers it anyway. Dribbling up court against number 4 for the East Angels, Kedrick Kelly. Number 34, Alex Coleman, sets the play back up at top. Number 23, stolen by Dominique Collier. Dominique Collier drives, it's grabbed, but no call, and it makes the point. They got to be careful not to get this 8-second call in this way. They get it across half court line. Number 34, Alex Coleman pulls up, and that's good from the 3.
I don't think Tyree Robinson was expecting Alex Coleman to have that kind of range, so he didn't play very hard defense.
Number 24, Dominique Collier, is watching the clock, hoping to get this last play. Passes to Tyree Robinson. The pass is intercepted. And that'll be JFK's ball going the other way. Long pass intercepted by Dominique Collier. That's the end of the first quarter of play. East has a 10-point lead above the John F. Kennedy Commanders. We'll be back with a minute. This is EA Live.
Match away from immortality.
F. Kennedy High School. We're about to begin the second period of play. East Angels have a 10-point lead. John F. Kennedy's ball. Number 23 is dribbling it up the court against number 4, Kedrick Kelly. The pick by number 34, Alex Coleman, allows him to drive. He drives to the basket with no success. Griffin dribbling down the court. Out to Brian Carey on the 3. He drives. Puts it out to Kedrick Kelly at the 3, who pulls up for the 3, and that's good.
That was a great awareness by Brian Carey. One of the assets that the Angels roster really has is they have a lot of natural point guards who can dish it off to other players.
Number 1 for JFK dribbling against Dominique Collier. Passes out to number 34, Alex Coleman, who's out on the 3-point looking for a play. He's dribbling in against Tyree Robinson. And that point is good. Griffin dribbling in, passes out to Kedrick Kelly. Dominique Collier to Brian Carey, who sets the play back up. Out to Dominique Collier to J.J. Griffin. He's looking for a play. Doesn't seem like it's working out. Number 11, Brian Carey, sets back up at the top. He calls for the pick. Tyree Robinson sets the pick. Brian Carey drives out to Dominique Collier, who sets it for the 3. And that one's off. But JJ's there for the quick recovery. He pulls up and is fouled.
Hey, one time. Brian, took it down.
Number 2, J.J. Griffin pulls up for his first free throw. That one's up, and it's good.
Okay.
Second free throw is up and good as well.
Angels setting up a full court press.
Number 1 pulls up for the 3, and that's no good. John F. Kennedy gets the rebound back. No point. Alex Coleman pulls up for the 3, and that one's way off. Out on number 23 for JFK. Angels ball the other way.
You know, even though the Angels got the ball in the end on that possession, it's very clear how big the absence Ronnie Harrell is. Well, he's famous for his three-point shooting. He also averages over 8 rebounds a game, which is very critical to the Angels, and they're starting to notice with the rebounding flaws that they're experiencing how much of an impact he has.
Number 2, J.J. Griffin just scored a 3. Number 23 dribbles it up against number 4, Kedrick Kelly.
Sit down, Kedrick.
Looking for an outlet. Finds it, number 32. That's stolen by Dominique Collier. Beautiful move. J.J. Griffin pulls up for the easy layup. That's a timeout for JFK. We'll be back for the EA Live TV.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're going to try to dictate to you what you're going to do on both offense and defense. We're going to come at you.
One shot at this. Now it's time to put the hats on and go get some more.
Welcome back to EA Live at John F. Kennedy High School. There's 5:50 left in the second quarter. Angels up 31-13. They're running a full court press on this one. John F. Kennedy's inbounding the ball. No one to go to. Passes it down to 34, Alex Coleman. Number 23 against Griffin. Goes Tyree Robinson bats that one out of the air. Dominique Collier to Kedrick Kelly with the drive, and that one's good.
That was just another example how the Angels can get the outlet pass out quick and get running down the floor.
The Angels trap number 1. Pass is blocked by Griffin. Brian Carey with the alley-oop pass to Griffin is good.
The Commanders have to figure out a way to get past this full court press.
They pass it out to number 1, who is waiting on the other side of the court, to Alex Coleman, who misses the layup but is fouled by number 32, Tyree Robinson.
That was a good job by the Commanders. They got their offense going very quick before the East Angels could get back on defense and set something up.
Number 34, Alex Coleman, is shooting his first free throw. That's up, and that's no good. Second free throw up, and that one's good. Number 14, Keegan Dunn Rose checks into the game for number 32, Tyree Robinson. Number 5, Randall Jones checks in as well for J.J. Griffin. Kedrick Kelly dribbles it down court. Kicks it over to Brian Carey. Brian Carey's trapped. No success to Keegan Dunn Rose. Out to Dominique Collier. Kedrick Kelly to Randall Jones. Dominique Collier down to Kedrick Kelly. To Keegan Dunn Rose. This is up and good.
That was a great entry pass by Kedrick Kelly. They have so many natural point guards on the floor that can dish such good assists.
Number 1 for the Commanders dribbles in against Kedrick Kelly, passes out to number 32. Number 1 again, nowhere to go. That pass is tipped by Dominique Collier, but they call number 5, Randall Jones, for the hitting foul. What is it called? It's actual. It's JFK's ball. Inbounds it to number 23. Alex Coleman with the pick. Number 1 against Kedrick Kelly. Back out to number 23 against Dominique Collier. To Alex Coleman for the 3. That one's up and no good. Hit out of bounds, but number 1 and that'll be Angel's ball going the other way.
One thing that Keegan Dunn Rhodes will have to take account for coming into this game, he did see Alex Coleman make a 3-pointer over Tyree Robinson with lazy defense. So he's got to make sure when he's on D to make sure he stay on him even all the way outside the arc.
Kedrick Kelly pulls up. That's no good. Keegan Dunn Rose with the rebound. Out to Randall Jones to Brian Carey. Brian Carey sets up the play. Pick from Keegan Dunn Rose. Randall Jones to Dominique Collier. Dominique Collier with the dribble moves. Pulls up from mid-range. And that's no good. Keegan Dunn Rose with the rebound, hit out of bounds by JFK. Number 23, Oliver Zettis checks in the game for number 4, Kedrick Kelly. Dominique Collier inbounds the ball to number 11, Brian Carey. Brian Carey sets up and drives. Passes it to Keegan Dunn Rose, who is not expecting the pass. Stolen by Dominique Collier, and he hits it out of bounds. Griffin is back into the game for Brian Carey. Number 22 against Griffin. Alex Coleman swings to number 32, who drives with the reverse layup. J.J. Griffin is dribbling down against number 32 for passes it to Randall Jones. Back to Griffin. Back to Randall Jones. Passes it down to Keegan Dunn Rose in the post to the cutting Griffin. That pass is intercepted. JFK's pass is stolen by Oliver Zettis. Dominique Collier sets up at the front, drives over to Keegan Dunn Rose, and he has a reverse layup, and that's an and 1.
It's great to see how this Angels roster has so many athletic players, to where even if one of their players goes down, one of the other big men can step up and make plays like Keegan Dunn Rose just did with the and 1.
Number 15 for JFK is subbing in. Keegan Dunn Rose, first free throw up, and that one's good. Angels running a full court press. Number 15 for JFK, trying to find somebody to pass it to. Passes it to number 22, who dribbles it down court against JJ. Griffin, number 2 for the Angels. Passes it to number 15. Passes it to number 1, back to 15 against Dominique Collier, almost stolen. To number 1 against Oliver Zettis. Alex Coleman with the pick. Alex Coleman dishes it to number 32, pulls up for the 3, and that one's no good. Number 2, Griffin with the rebound, dribbles down court. Looks for the open man, pulls up himself for the 3, and that one's no good. JFK rebounds on that one. Number 34, Alice Coleman dribbling up the court. Passes it to number 32. Number 22 has the ball, dribbling against Dominique Collier. Almost stolen. Number 22 regains his composure. Out to number 1. Number 1 loses the ball. Gets it back. Out to number 15, who wasn't expecting the pass, and that goes out of bounds. That'll be Angel's ball going the other way.
That entire possession was a little reckless and sloppy. It seemed like the Commanders struggled to set up something because the point guards had so much trouble handling the ball.
Number 5, Randall Jones, dribbling the ball down court. He passes it to number 10, Jimmy Moknos. As JC float in the post with the sky hook, and that's no good. Number 34, Alex Coleman with the rebound. Number 22 sets up the play. Out to number 34. 3 is up and no good. JC Floyd with the rebound to Oliver Zettis. Long pass to Randall Jones, number 5, back to Oliver Zettis. Dishes it back to Randall Jones, who gives it to number 2 in the post. Number 22, excuse me, in the post, and that shot is good. Number 22 is dribbling down the court against Jimmy Mokros.
Commanders might look to dribble out the clock here to hold for a last possession shot.
Number 32 against JC Floyd. He cuts. That pass is hit out of bounds. That'll be JFK ball. JFK inbounds to number 1, guarded by Oliver Zettis. Passes to number 32. Out to number 1, at the top of the key, pulls up for the long range 3, and no good. After one half of a play, East is leading the John F. Kennedy Commanders 42-16. We'll be back in a minute. Thanks for watching EA Live.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're going to try to dictate to you what you're going to do on both offense and defense. We're going to come at you.
One shot at this. Now it's time to put the hats on and go get some work done.
So they're all going to look to make a statement early.
I go hard in the paint. I go hard. Yes, I go hard in the paint. Yes, I try to go hard in the paint every game, and I try to make consistency. I definitely go hard in the paint. I go hard in the paint. Paint. I go hard in the paint.
You go hard in the paint?
Yes, of course.
You go hard in the paint?
Oh yeah. I go hard in the motherfucking paint.
I go hard in the paint. Leave you stankin'. What the thinking? I don't die for my label, what I talk about. Throwing yard, broad day with the see Gucci, you can call him big bro. I hang in the jail with no hands going wood. Walk a block of playwood. Riding real slow, bending counting mine. A couple of
Was a year or 2 years ago.
Yes, absolutely. We're a lot closer, and we have grown a lot. I mean, we've had pretty much the same team for 3 years, so.
What are your expectations for the year?
I'm expecting to win state because we control the paint, so honestly, we control the game.
Is the team better than last year's team? Or
I think so.
what's different?
I think we just have a lot of experience. There's a lot of seniors. I think there's 9 seniors. So everyone's had some experience, and we kind of went. Last year was kind of like everybody learned how to be on varsity, and then this year it's been like just improve. That makes sense.
Yeah. What are your expectations for the year?
My expectations are that we work as a team to get to state and hopefully win state.
What are your expectations for the year?
To go undefeated and win state.
Is the team better than it was a year or 2 years ago?
Yeah, some of us has played with each other since 4th grade. Some of us just 3 years ago, so pretty close.
State title or bust?
State title.
Do you go hard in the paint?
I go hard in the paint.
My expectations this year is to help my team do anything and everything we can to be successful.
Which players are you most excited about?
My whole team.
The whole team?
We have 8 seniors. Every young lady on the team can play basketball. Just a good group of young ladies, and we're excited about this year, and we're going to dominate.
What are your expectations for the season?
Our expectations for the season is to represent East High School in a positive manner. We're going to excel in the classroom, we're going to excel on the court, and we're going to excel in the community.
I won't die for my label, what I talk about. I go hard in the paint, leave you stankin'. What the thinking? I won't die for my label, what I talk about. Throwing yard broad day with the see Gucci, you can call him Red Bro. I hang in the jail with on his boy. Walk a block of playwood hood. Riding real slow, bending counting mine. Got a main and got a mistress. A couple of girlfriends, I'm so rich. Keep my dick hard and keep me you get bills free, shouting no joking. And what I stand for, bricks boy. I'm a die.
This year I think we're going to have a really great team. We've got a great junior class and a great sophomore guard in Brian Carey. We've got some great seniors coming off the bench. We're looking forward to going into the season and making an impact and making a lot of noise here in Colorado. I think that our team leadership is a lot better than it's been in the past. We have a lot of players that want to come out and work hard. Every day in practice is a different dedication and motivation to something different.
I go hard in the paint, leave you stankin'. What the thinking? I won't die for my label, what I talk about. Throwing yard, see Gucci, you can call him Red Bro. I hang in the jail with on his boy. Walk a block of playwood hood. Riding real slow, bending counting mine. What's up? Like out on that, make your mama's mama with you. Hope you got your butcher, hope you got your niggas with you. Hope your goons is riding with you, they gon' miss you. What I have.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Alright, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Alright, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're going to try to dictate to you what you're going to do on both offense and defense.
Welcome back to EA Live at John F. Kennedy High School. Going into the second half of play, East holds a 42-16 lead over the John F. Kennedy Commanders. Going into the third quarter, what would you say would be a key for the John F. Kennedy Commanders to get back in this game, Ray?
One thing that for the Commanders to get back in this game, they have to be able to set up their offense. They got to establish who is their leader and who's their point guard that can act like a quarterback on the court and set up plays for everybody else.
Coach Carey would like to get a shout out to his daughters, Valen and Brandy Carey, in Las Vegas in California. Hope you're enjoying. Number 23 for JFK Commanders is dribbling down the court. Pick by number 32. That pass is blocked by number 22, Tristan Tremaine. John F. Kennedy ball. Inbounds. Long pass to number 22. Stolen by Brian Carey. Brian Carey looks for an open man. Doesn't find one, so he pulls up for the 3. And that's good from long range.
That's exactly the kind of difficulties that the Commanders have had all night. Not being able to make that inbound pass just shows how they haven't been able to have very good offensive awareness in passing the ball.
The drive by number 1, Romello Washington, is up and good. Brian Carey dribbling down court. Coach Carey calls out for a play. Brian Carey sets up. Out to Griffin. Back to Carey. Out to Dominique Collier. Griffin. Collier sets up, puts the dribble moves. Pick by number 22. Ball almost lost, recovered. Brian Carey. Brian Carey sets that back up. Drives. Layup is out and good, but he's fouled. Layup is out, and he's fouled on the play.
That was a very good drive by Brian Carey, but on that possession, it seemed like the Angels were a little confused. I don't know if they were trying to set up a new offensive play that they have less experience running. But luckily, the Angels are a good enough team where they can still make something out of nothing.
Brian Carey's first free throw is up and no good. Second free throw, that one's in. Number 1, Romello Washington dribbles up a court against Dominique Collier. Tries to drive. Mid-range shot is good.
I think the Commanders are finding a little bit of success in Romello Washington handling the ball. Maybe he should be the premier point guard for the rest of this game.
Dominique Collier up for mid-range, and that one's good as well. Romello Washington dribbling up court again. Passes to number 32, who drives against Tyree Robinson. Out to 34, Alex Coleman. Romello Washington has the ball again. Pulls up for the 3, and that's no good. Brian Carey with the rebound, charges down court. Wide open layup.
Brian Carey is just too fast. He caught that ball at maybe the white volleyball line in the other court and beat all the other Commanders players down the court.
Rejected from Tyree Robinson. I'm sorry, Ray. What were you saying?
That was just a great block by Tyree Robinson, and just shows how Romello Washington may not think about how he has a patrol officer up in the air watching his every move.
Romello Washington sets up, looks for the pick, doesn't get it. Tries to drive that mid-range shot again, and that's successful.
It's a great job by Romello Washington, noticing how his team is struggling and trying to take over his game. Has 6 quick, easy points to start off this half.
Brian Carey wants to shoot for the 3, and he does, and that's good.
The defensive rotation for the Commanders has to improve. The Angels are too good to give them wide open shots, especially Brian Carey from beyond the arc.
That's a steal from Tyree Robinson. The intercepted pass is put up and no good. 34 Alex Coleman, no good. Defense by Tyree Robinson, out to Griffin. Griffin pulls up for the mid-range, no good. Number 22 for the Angels recovers the ball. Passes to Dominique Collier. Down to Tyree Robinson, who kicks the ball out of bounds. That'll be JFK's ball going the other way.
You know, even when the Angels' offense doesn't work out, and even though that was an unforced turnover, it still seems like they're very fluent in being able to set up high percentage baskets, which the Commanders have struggled to do.
Trying to get it back out to Romello Washington, and they do. Jordan Willis is trying to come back into the game. Number 32 puts up the missed shot. Number 2, Griffin drives. No good. Passes it to Tyree Robinson, who puts up the reverse layup. It's slapped on the play, but no call. And it's good.
That was a great post move by Tyree Robinson. While the Commanders have one guy who can maybe match with Tyree Robinson height-wise, Alex Coleman, he just doesn't have the athleticism and basketball IQ as Tyree Robinson does.
Keegan Dunrose also sets up to come to the game. Number 22 to number 32 to number 23, who is against J.J. Griffin. Blocked by number 32. Number 23 drives and is fouled by number 22 for the East Angels, Tristan Tremade. Number 23, first free throw is up. And that's no good. Number 22, Tristan Tremade, and number 32, Tyree Robinson are out of the game. For number 35, Jordan Willis, and 14, Keegan Dunrose.
Alex Coleman, number 34 for the Commanders, noticing how they took out both of their most experienced big men for the Angels. Should click in his head that this is the time for him to take advantage and get in the post and do some damage with some less experienced bench players for the Angels on the floor.
Kickball violation on number 34, Alex Coleman. It'll be East ball. Number 35, Jordan Willis. Passes to number 2, Griffin. Keegan Dunrose is there. Pass is stolen by number 1, Romello Washington, who's driving. Passes it to Jordan Willis. Wrong team. Number 11, Brian Carey is dribbling down court. Covered by Romello Washington. Dominique Collier looks for the play. Finds it, sets up. Mid-range jumper is missed. Alex Coleman leads number 1, Romello Washington. J.J. Griffin intercepts the pass and tips it out of bounds.
That play right there just shows how the difference in executing of fast transition offense and the difference between the Commanders and the Angels. The Commanders don't really have a quick point guard who can make decisions on the fly and dish out good passes while sprinting at full speed, which was seen there by almost the unforced turnover by the Commanders.
Number 34, Alex Coleman, pulls up for the 3, and that's good.
He's a shooter. How many got hit before you get out there on him?
Coach Carey asks Keegan Dunrose how many does number 34, Alex Coleman, have to hit before he guards him. We'll see if he makes a change going into this next play. Griffin drives to the basket, over to Jordan Willis, who wasn't ready for the ball, but he saves it, out to Brian Carey. Brian Carey in the struggle for the ball. Alice Coleman recovers. Number 1, Romello Washington is driving on the fast break. And Dominique Collier blocks that one. Brian Carey waiting at the 3. Passes to Dominique Collier, who pulls up, and that's no good. Keegan Dunn Rose tries to rebound but lost the ball. Number 1, Romello Washington drives against Griffin. Passes to number 23, who pulls up for the 3, and that one's no good. Alice Coleman falls trying to save the ball, and that'll be East Angels' possession.
That's great hustle by Alice Coleman to see how the kid still has dedication to playing hard in this game, even though they're down by a large margin.
Number 11, Brian Carey dribbling down court. Looks for some room. Mid-range jumper is up and no good. Keegan Dunn Rose with the putback. Number 1, Romello Washington looking for that mid-range shot that he's found success in. Dominique Collier is aggressive and gets the ball. That'll be a jump ball.
And the officials are letting a lot of body contact go between Dominique Collier and Romello Washington. And right now it seems like Dominique Collier is winning the battle with great hustle defense, and Romello Washington just doesn't have an answer.
Number 23 has a ball almost stolen, and that one's blocked by Dominique Collier. Jordan Willis takes it down court, passes it to Brian Carey. Brian Carey to Griffin. Not expecting the pass, goes right through his hands. Romello Washington is driving against Dominique Collier. Layup is missed. Rebounded by number 23. 22. Passes to number 23 against Keegan Dunrose, and that's a travel. East Angels ball.
That turnover by the Commanders was all set up by Dominique Collier's hustle defense. While he may this game be getting away with a couple of reaching calls, he's been very active on man-to-man ball pressure.
Brian Carey's dribbling ball down court. He calls the play. Passes it to Dominique Collier. Brian Carey sets the pick. Dominique Collier passes to J.J. Griffin. Down to Keegan Dunn Rose, who is fouled. That was a foul on JFK, number 15. Excuse me, that was JFK, number 34, which is Alex Coleman. Keegan Dunrose pulls up for his first free throw, and that one's good. Number 31 and number 3 for JFK Commanders check into the game. For number 32 and number 34, Alex Coleman. Keegan Dunrose's second free throw is up and good as well.
I think, Dalen, we're at a point in the game with where Coach Reggie Hammonds for the JFK Commanders has recognized that the margin has gotten too big and is allowing some of his bench players to get some time.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. East Angels up 59-28. We'll be back in a minute in the CAA Live.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're going to try to dictate to you what you're going to do on both offense and defense. We're going to come at you.
One shot at this. Now it's time to put the hats on and go get some work done.
So they're all going to look to make a statement early.
Welcome back to EALive.tv. Oliver Zettis wrestling for the ball, and that's called, travel is called. That'll be JFK ball going the other way. Number 3 for JFK, Glenn Loya, dribbles against number 4, Kedrick Kelly. Looks for the open man, doesn't find it. Jordan Willis steals, drives, slows it down, spin move, and is fouled. That's an and 1 on the play.
That was a great job by Jordan Willis. He's getting a lot of recognition as being one of the few sophomores who doesn't get a lot of playing time, but is showing his worth right here now.
Jordan Willis, free throw is up, and that one's no good. Rims out. Oliver Zettis is there for the recovery. Passes it out to Dominique Collier, dishes it to Kedrick Kelly. Oliver Zettis drives, passes it back out to Dominique Collier. Pick from Keegan Dunn Rose. Kedrick Kelly. Back to Dominique Collier, flashes his range with a wet 3.
Commanders' defense, especially on the ball, has been a little bit sloppy. Not necessarily that all of the Angels are Jimmer Fredette shooters that can step back from 5 feet plus beyond the arc. But if you leave them too much space, they will drain shots over you.
Number 34 for JFK.
Roosevelt.
Checks back into the game.
Roosevelt. Off the man's foot. Wow.
Number 22 inbounds to number 1, Romello Washington. Kedrick Kelly defending. With the steal from Jordan Willis. Out to Kedrick Kelly, who's driving. Out to Oliver Zettis. Shot is up from Oliver Zettis. No good. Number 34, Alex Coleman rebounds. Dribbles down court. Almost stolen. Actually, it is stolen by Oliver Zettis. Jordan Willis to Dominique Collier for the 3, and that one's up and good.
That was a great job by Jordan Willis. Coach Carey has to be pleased with his performance tonight, making good shots in the post, but also dishing off some pretty good passes for a big man.
Number 10 for the East Angels, Jimmy Mokros sets up to come into the game. Shot is good from JFK, number 22. Kedrick Kelly dribbles it down court. Looks for the open man, pick from Keegan Dunn Rose. Keegan Dunn Rose, layup is no good. Romello Washington against Oliver Zettis. Out to number 22. Number 22 to Romello Washington, who pulls up for the 3. Shot is up and good. Dominique Collier pulls up for the 3, and that one's an air ball. Number 10, Jimmy Mokros checks in for Dominique Collier. Number 10, Jimmy Mokros passes it across court to Kedrick Kelly. Kedrick Kelly to Jordan Willis. Jordan Willis puts up a layup, no good. Rebounded by number 34, Alex Coleman. Romello Washington on the other side of the court. Passes it to the wrong team. That's Keegan Dunn Rose waiting on the other side of the pass. Oliver Zettis to Jordan Willis. Jordan Willis puts up the shot, doesn't make it. Rebounds his own shot, puts up another one, and it's no good. Number 10, Jimmy Mokros rebounds. Kedrick Kelly pulls up for the 3. He's hit on the play, but it's still good. Number 22 sets the play. Number 34 with the pick. Number 22 cuts. Out to Romello Washington for the 3, who pulls up, and that one's no good. Number 10, Jimmy Mokros with the rebound. Kedrick Kelly is driven it down court. Out to Oliver Zettis. Back to Kelly. Inside to Keegan Dunn Rose. Pass. Wrestling with it. That's a jump ball. Number 23 checks back into the game for JFK for number 35. Max Wright. Number 22 is dribbling down court against number 10, Jimmy Mokros. Pulls up for the 3, and that's no good. Mokros rebounds. Out to Oliver Zetis, who's dribbling it down court. Back to Jimmy Mokros. Oliver Zetis pulls up for the 3, and it's no good. Jordan Willis rebounds, passes it to Keegan Dunrose. Keegan is fouled and one.
That was a great job by both the big men by the Angels. I'm not sure whether that shot by Jordan Willis was an actual shot or was a sophisticated pass to Keegan Dunrose, but that was a great job offensive rebounding by Jordan Willis and a great N1 putback by Keegan Dunrose.
Keegan Dunrose sets up for his first free throw. That is up and good. JFK ball the other way. Number 1, Romello Washington passes it to number 34, Alice Coleman. Alice Coleman against Keegan Dunrose. Back to Romello Washington, who is guarded by Kedrick Kelly. Alice Coleman drives against Keegan Dunrose, is fouled, but the shot's no good. That foul was on number 14, Keegan Dunrose. Alex Coleman sets up for his first free throw. It's up, and it's good. Second free throw from number 34 is up and good as well. Keegan Dunrose inbounds the ball to Kedrick Kelly. Oliver Zetis, pick from Keegan Dunrose. Oliver Zetis out of trouble. Keegan Dunrose puts the shot up, and that's good. Inbound to number 34, Alex Coleman. Almost stolen from Kedrick Kelly. Out to number 22, who drives. Romello Washington at the three-point line, and that one's up and no good. Rebounded by number 10, Jimmy Mokros. They're fighting for it, and that's another jump ball. East ball the other way. Oliver Zetis dribbling down court. Passes it to Kedrick Kelly. Jimmy Mokros. Guarded by number 15 from JFK. Back to Kedrick Kelly. Pick from Keegan Dunrose. Kedrick Kelly pulls up for the mid-range jumper, and it's no good. Jordan Willis with the rebound. Tipped out of bounds from number 34, Alex Coleman. Angels remain with possession. Kedrick Kelly. Angels set up for a new lineup. This lineup consists with number 12, Ben Potts, number 33, J.C. Floyd, number 44, Garrett Flagol, and Randall Jones, number 5, and number 15, Bassie Antai. Kedrick Kelly and Romello Washington are a little tied up on the play. At the other end, Alex Coleman puts up for the easy layup and is fouled by number 35, Jordan Willis. East Angel changes their lineup. Number 22 for JFK checks out of the game for number 32. Alex Coleman, first or only free throw, is up, and it's good. And number 44, Garrett Flagol, passes it to number 15, Bassie Antai. Over to Randall Jones. Ben Potts. Bassie Antai. Randall Jones in the corner for the 3, pulls up, and that one's good. The Angels bench is pretty excited by that 3 from Randall Jones. is tipped and stolen by Randall Jones into Anti-Bassi. Randall Jones is fouled before he got the pass off. Angels ball on the sideline. Number 22 checks back into the game for 32. Randall Jones inbounds the ball to number 15, Bassi Anti. Looks for his open man. Pick from Ben Potts. Back to Randall Jones. Randall Jones with the dribble moves. What was that call, play? What was the call on that one?
I think that was a 5-second on the ball foul. In high school, there is no shot clock violation rule, but if you are guarded on the ball within, I think it's arm length proximity for more than 5 seconds without giving up the ball, it is a turnover.
The shot is airballed by JFK. Number 44 inbounds it to number 5, Randall Jones, who dribbles it down court. Pulls up for a long three. That one's up and good. Once again, Angels bench is throwing a lot of enthusiasm for that three right there.
Randall Jones showing some enthusiasm, having a little fun with that last three.
Alice Coleman is fouled on the play. He'll go to the line for 2.
You know, when we're at a point in the game like this where the Angels are up by 45 points with about a minute left, I think there might be a time where Coach Carey needs to say it's enough, and so that we don't make it seem as if the Angels are being unsportsmanlike with their lead.
Alice Coleman puts in both free throws. RJ dribbling down court again. Let's see what he does. He's pretty hot in the last 2 drives. Out to Bassi Anti, pulls up for the 3, is no good. Rebounded by number 22. Alice Coleman against JC Floyd. Number 22 pulls up for the long 3, it is good. Randall Jones pulls up for another 3. That one's no good. Alice Coleman is fouled again. That foul's on number 5, Randall Jones.
Alex Coleman has done a good job in this last quarter trying to keep some spirit within his team. He's been driving to the basket, trying to get to the foul line because he's a very proficient free throw shooter.
I guess I only wish that came sooner. First free throw is up and no good. Second free throw is good. Inbounded to number 15, Bassi Anti to Randall Jones. Randall Jones cuts. Passes it to number 12, Ben Potts. Ben Potts steps out of bounds. That's JFK ball. With 16 seconds left, it looks like they're going to get the last shot of this game. Angels running a full court press. They find a man in number 3.
That seems a little unsportsmanlike. The game is pretty much over. There's 10 seconds left. There's no need to be playing this aggressive a defense.
Well, still, Randall Jones gets the steal. Pulls up for the long 3. No good. That ends the game. East wins. John F. Kennedy Commander over 83 points over 44. Ray, what would you say was the key for the Angels in having the lead with such a wide margin?
I think the Angels just have played how they always have, showing how they're the number 1 team in the state. They're always athletic and always find a way to score points, but they lock down the Commanders' offense to the point where they had trouble even getting it past half court. And the front court for the East Angels definitely beat the front court of the Commanders by Tyree Robinson and Keegan Dunn Rhodes especially showing up in the post.
Once again, this is Dalen Bowen and Raymond Pryor for EALive.tv. Hope to see you next time.